If you clicked on this video, it's because you want to learn exactly how to get rich with reselling just like I did, and how I generated over $8,000 each month just off reselling. And the truth is, reselling is really as simple as getting a product like this, buying for low and selling it for high. So basically, it's really as simple. I'm going to break it down perfectly. Even if you're an idiot, you could do it. So basically, you get a cologne like this for 20 off a vendor. If you want a vendor, go to the cologne vendor at kennyresellers.com, get it, and you'll have lifetime permanent access to buy any cologne that you want for low prices, right? So you buy for 20. Since my vendor's the best, they're gonna ship it to you in a few days, right? It's gonna get to you best quality, comes with receipts too, right? And then you put it up on apps like Facebook, Marketplace, eBay, and then you're gonna get a sale. Depending on what you sell it for, you could easily sell this for 100 and make 5 times what you paid, right? Since these are $20 each, 100 is still a great profit. But usually the sweet spot for clones like this are like 150, right? 150 is a good sell price. I know in my videos I say you can sell it for 300 a lot of the times, which you can't. Most of the time you can't. Sometimes you will be able to, but it's really rare. So for the most part, you won't be able to sell a cologne like that for 300. But if you're doing something like watches, right? Watches, people will gladly buy watches for $300, especially 120 Rolexes like these, because there's a huge market for it. People want super clones like this because it's great quality, and plus it could buy a beautiful watch like this without spending like 40K on the real deal, and you could easily tell them it's 120 and they'll still buy it, right? So you have to understand, reselling is simply buying for low, selling for high. It's simple business, to be honest. You're just buying something for low off a manufacturer, and then you're reselling it on different marketplaces. And that's how I was able to make all this money right here. And if you think this is a lot, just wait until you see what all these bigger resellers are making, right? I know people who are making 50K a month off reselling. My mentor is making a bunch of money off reselling, and he's teaching me exactly how to follow in his footsteps, right? So if you really want to scale it up, you have to start small. If you have enough money, you could accelerate your growth, right? If you have a lot of money to start off, you could go into moissanite watches. You could sell those because they have bigger profit margins. Buy them for 600 off my vendor, and then resell it for upwards of 1 to 2K. Boom, simple profit, rinse and repeat. And before you know it, you could easily do 5K, 10K a month, depending on how many moissanite watches you sell. And they also do pass a diamond tester. So it's really that simple. And if you don't believe me, if you don't think I actually resell, I promise you I do, because just look at all of this right here. Literally all the proof that I resell is right here. You see all this product here for a reason. No, I do not scam. I actually help my supporters. When they ask me how to resell, I give them everything that I know about, and I teach them how to get the exact same results as me. See the money right here. You see all the colognes right here. Right now, this is 28 colognes right here, because I sold 2 Creative Entices to my customers yesterday on my Telegram. I'm a US vendor as well, so if you want to get fast shipping rates, fast shipping delivery times from me, I'm in the US, so I could easily ship it to you, and you'll get it in about 3 days, 3 to 5 days. Simple, comes with receipts, same high quality, and it's $50 per. So you guys might be thinking, hey, if it's $50 per, why not just go get it from the cologne vendor? Here's why. With the cologne vendor, they also charge on shipping, right? So after shipping, it's probably going to be like 40, 45 a bottle, depending on how much you buy. The lowest could go down to is like 30, because the base price for colognes are like 20. And that's for every single vendor, not just my vendor. When you see these resellers saying, hey, buy this for 13, sell for 300, they are lying, because they know their vendor charges extra shipping for it. But the base price for the cologne is like 13, which is probably not a lie. The base price for the cologne is 13, according to the vendor. But the shipping is what's going to add on to it a lot, right? Because if I buy a 30 cologne order, the shipping is going to be like 300. Whereas if you just buy off the US vendor, you won't be charged on shipping, at least according to me, because I don't charge on shipping, right? I sell these for 50 with receipts, high quality, best shipping times, and then the people who buy it off me sell it for 175. I just got a guy who has his being sold for 175 too. He bought it for 50. He sold it for 175. The clone hasn't even gone to him yet. It's gonna get to him in like 2 days. But you already got to buy because he pre-listed it before it got to him. So that's easy money for him. Rinse and repeat. And before he knows it, he's gonna have way more money than he started off with. So it's really that easy. It doesn't matter what age you are, where you are. You could get results with reselling. I was able to do the exact same thing. So I promise you, you could do the exact same thing too. Now that you guys know the basics of reselling, now that you guys already know what you need to know about reselling, the simple basics. The truth is, when these resellers tell you you could easily make 10K as a beginner in reselling, they're lying to you. You know, they're just lying to you straight up. And the reason they're lying to you is because they want you to buy their vendors or they want you to buy their mentorship. I'll tell you straight up right now, you're not going to make 10K your first month, right? It's going to take time. Unless you're just straight up spamming out moist night watches and you're getting staff to sell moist night watches, then yeah, maybe you could do 10K in a month of moist night watches. But besides that, you're not going to be able to do 10K as a beginner, right? Maybe in like 3 months, 4 months, you could do 10K, right? But it all depends. Everybody's growth rate is different. But when these bigger content creators say, hey, I make 50K a month, and they show you the proof, they show you the bank account or whatever it is, and you can actually see the 50K, the thing is they're lying to you. Yeah, they have the money. Okay, so what? They get this money off content creating, not actually reselling. Because most of these resellers don't resell for real. What happened was they got a few reselling sales, boom, they started to make content. One video went viral, and then they stuck to that. And then they saw all the sales coming in with vendor links, and then they just stuck to that. These content creators do not resell for real. They get all their money off selling vendor links and selling mentorships, and that alone is what's making them thousands every month. So if you think you're gonna get to the level, think again, because by you paying to learn from them and you buying their vendor links, it's not gonna help you that much. Because one, they don't know how to resell, so how are they gonna teach you how to resell? Two, the vendors are probably trash. Three, they're probably gatekeeping the actual good vendors, because they don't want to actually give away the best vendors there are. You're going to buy it, and then they're just going to give you whatever mediocre vendor they have on the side, just so the vendor that they use mainly isn't going to get overused, right? Because when one vendor's getting overused, then they have to fulfill more orders. Customer service gets terrible because they don't want everybody just ordering off one bad vendor, so they gatekeep it. I'm not going to do that. I take pride in what I offer to my supporters. They know that they're getting the best quality with my vendors. And if you don't believe me, you could go to my Instagram down below, KennyResells.com. Check my vouchers. Everybody who buys my vendors, they make money with my vendors. I guarantee you that. If you don't believe me, I practice what I preach. All this money right here is because I practice what I preach. I logged in, I dedicated myself to reselling. Now I make all this money right here, and this is only the beginning, right? So, and then another thing. Lastly, you have to do your product research. If you're a beginner reseller and you want to make money, you need to figure out what's trending, what's going well. If you know colognes do good in your area, then do colognes. If you know you have a lot of women in your area, or you know a lot of women, then try and get feminine colognes. Like, a lot of women like this cologne, right? They like Lost Cherry, they like Baccarat. So get these colognes, because you know they're going to do well. It depends on what your audience is. If you know you're in an area where there's more rappers or whatever, then you could do plain washes, or you could do moist night washes, because you're attracted to this. So you got to do your product research, and you got to find out what does well for you. So if you can't do product research, one thing you can do is try and pre-list it. If you order something, pre-list it so you can see how many sales you get, and by the time the product gets to you, you're already going to have buyers set up. That's what I do all the time, and that's how I make way more sales than the average reseller. So it's really that simple. Reselling is not complicated unless you want to make it to the top echelons. Can you make 20K a month and above from reselling? Yeah, you can. I know people who are doing it. My mentor is one of the people who are doing it. He's making about 50K a month off reselling purely, right? And obviously that's a dream for all of us, but it's not going to be easy. It's gonna be a little bit hard, because it's gonna take a lot of effort to make that much money off reselling purely, right? So if you want to get there, it's gonna take effort. It's gonna take it's gonna take consistency. It's gonna take hard work. It's gonna take experience, but you can get there. Reselling is not a quick rich scheme. It's a side hustle. If you treat it as a side hustle purely, you're gonna get side hustle results. But if you put in full effort into it, you will get full effort results. It just depends on how much effort you put into it. Right now I have 8 Facebook accounts. I'm letting 5 age, and right now I'm just using 3 mainly. So this is what it takes to be at the top. This is what it takes to make all this money right here. It takes hard work. If you want to be average, then you're going to put in average results. You're going to get average results if you put in average work ethic. If you want to get top results, then you're going to put in the top 1% of work ethic, right? It depends on how much effort you put in. So if you want to get started reselling, my Telegram server is down below, right? I'm a US vendor. I give you the best shipping times, best prices, best quality, and best receipts for you to resell items easily. Or if you just want to buy both from the Chinese vendor, right? And you want to get these for lower prices, then you can also do that. My cologne vendor at KennyResells.com is also the best. And it's also on a limited time sale. I'm going to take that sale off soon. It's only at $9.99 right now. So if I was you, I'd take the chance. But anyways, this is it. I told you guys everything I needed to tell you guys and how I generate all this money. My next video is probably going to be about how to list on Facebook. If you guys want to see how I do it, then just leave comments down below so I can teach you guys exactly how I do it. and leave any ideas for any future videos, and I will respond to you. So if you want to get started, my cologne vendors at kennyresells.com in the description, and also go and follow kennyresells.com on Instagram because I'll also be giving out more sauce on there. So hope to see you guys soon again in the next video. Have a good one.